Thanks for tuning in to Know Wine in No Time. I'm your host Dave, and today I'm going to introduce you to a grape that I'm confident you've not heard of before, and that's one called Blatina. Now, to understand a little bit about the grape, we need to understand where it's native to. And that's an area called the Balkan Peninsula. So the Balkan Peninsula is an ancient land that they used to call Illyria. And in modern day Balkan Peninsula, if we start in the north and work our way south on the Adriatic Sea side of the Balkan Peninsula, we would encounter countries like Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, Macedonia, and also Greece. Now, this particular area was first cemented in its wine culture by the Romans back 2,500 years ago, and it's been evolving ever since. In the 20th century, this area has been really a war-torn area that has shifted back and forth between multiple different countries. But the one thing, as peace returned to this particular region, they stayed very true to what was their native grapes. So Blatina, as we said, is one of the native grapes of the Balkan Peninsula. But some other ones that you might have heard of are things like Vranac, Plavac, Zilavka, and Teuta. So getting back to Blatina. So Blatina is a grape that really is quite interesting. It's what we call, it's a autosterile grape. So what exactly does that mean? Autosterile means that in its flowers, it only has female parts. It cannot auto-pollinate. So Blatina, for it to produce fruit, you must have other grape varietals planted around it, then their pollen can come into the flowers of Blatina and produce fruit. So that's really quite interesting. When we talk about what we can expect from a Blatina type wine, I've tasted them before, and I kind of feel that it's where Merlot would meet Malbec. So if you think about a Merlot Malbec type blend, that's pretty much what a Blatina tastes like. So let's go ahead and taste one. This wine comes to us from vintners called the Wines of Illyria. And this is a Blatina that post-fermentation spent 2.5 years in oak, and then it was stored in the bottle. So let's take a look at it and see what we might expect. This is very dark in its color. We cannot see any light through it, so it's certainly opaque. If we swirl to liberate some of the aromas, the evidence of 2.5 years in oak comes right out into the bouquet. We taste a little bit of that toasty butterscotch caramel type aromas, and we also sense things like dark fruits, which is kind of a sign of what is to come. Let's wash this across the palate. This Illyrian Blatina is really quite unique. When it hits the front side of the palate, I taste things like black raspberries and a little bit of cherries. Then it kind of changes into a little bit of a smoky persona, kind of Malbec-esque. And then across the back side of the palate, we feel the effects of the tannins and the shoulders and the richness that we get from all that time in oak. Really a beautiful varietal, very difficult to grow, but a tremendous reflection of Bosnia and Herzegovina, where this actual wine comes from. So if you've never tried a wine from the Illyrian Peninsula, I would ask you to check them out. I think you'll really, really enjoy them. And they're very obscure grapes. I think we all can get a little comfortable in what we love, but remember, folks, wine is a journey. It's never a destination. So continue to try wines like this Bosnian Blatina. Well, I'm going to enjoy a little bit more, and that's all the time we have for today. So I ask that you come back next time, because soon you'll know wine in no time.